Hello everyone, today I'm going to be looking and reviewing at some of the new Schleich horses. I was very happy that I found some in a shop because it meant I could look at them before I decided whether I wanted them or not, because I'm sure many of you agree that Schleich's horses have been changing a bit in terms of their style, but I was actually quite happy with some of the ones from this year. So I'm going to be showing you the ones that I got. Normally I would do this video on my desk, but for some reason the lighting's a bit weird, so it is actually better by my stable, so you can see some of my stable while we do this. The first horse is the Oldenburg Mare. She looks like a show horse and I love her pose more than I thought I would actually. I thought in the pictures she looked a bit weird, just something about her body wasn't right. But actually she does look really nice, and I've noticed the new horses, they have more shading, which is a lot better because last year they didn't have shading, some of them, and they just looked really plasticky. In this light she looks really shiny, but she isn't, which is nice because it's better if they're not shiny. The only thing that I think could be better is that the stripe, it's a snip. The snip on her nose, sorry if I get that wrong, it just looks a bit too, it isn't very unique, it just looks very even and neat and not something that a horse would have, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe they would. But that's the only thing I don't like about this mare, but it's not that big, I still love this horse. And her braids are nice, it's just it's hard to tell, but they don't have as much detail on top. They're just little smooth balls, and they wouldn't be in real life because horse's hair doesn't go that smooth. Just to compare, this is the last year's 2020 German riding pony, and I love this mould, he's really cute, but he doesn't have any painted on shading, which just makes him look a bit more plasticky, but then he does just naturally get some shading through his mould, but that's just the difference between the two. One has painted shading and one doesn't. Next we have the Oldenburg Stallion, and I knew I loved this mould from when I first saw the pictures. I knew I wanted him. He gave me sort of cross-country hunter horse feelings, I don't know. He just looked like that sort of a horse. As you can tell, he is quite shiny. He's like the Frisian Stallion, not the tournament one, but the other one. And he's just quite shiny, which I think is a bit weird, and he does look weird in this light. But it just depends on the lighting. Sometimes he's shiny and sometimes he isn't. Again, this horse has loads of shading, which is nice, and I think he looks really realistic. Again, his face marking, he's got a star. They just don't look as realistic or unique. They just look quite perfect, which I don't think looks as good. The third horse I got, which is also the last, is the Criollo Definitivio mare. I'm probably not saying that right, I had to write it down, but I love this mare. I'm not sure if I would when I saw her online, but I do love this mare. She isn't as shiny as the Oldenburg Stallion, she's more like the mare, but I love her braid and how she's just got a tiny hint of blue, which is not showing up. But she just looks really sweet, and she's actually a lot smaller than I thought she would be. I thought she'd be more like draft horse size, but if we get this mare, she's actually smaller. It's hard to show on camera, but she is. I think that's quite nice because I like smaller ponies. They're just in a way more realistic because you don't get people on really, really tall horses all the time. But she also has a braid in her tail with the same blue band, which doesn't look blue on camera. And she's got the shading. I feel like her hooves could be a different colour, so they're brought out a bit more. But she's still really detailed and I love her. So these are the 3 horses I've got. I hope you found this video helpful if you wanted to look and see if you wanted these horses yourself, or if you just wanted to look at them, so I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what else to say. I think that Schleich has definitely improved from last year. These horses are just more realistic than the ones last year, and I definitely like them. I don't think I get any of the other ones. Maybe the Icelandic mare, but they didn't have that one where I went, and I wanted to see her in person, so that's why I haven't got her. But I think that's all I need to tell you, so thank you for watching and see you next time.